Hey, beautiful people. I hope everyone is having a blessed day today. It's a rainy day here in Jacksonville, North Carolina. But what I have today are some crawfish and cucumbers, and just a few potatoes and a few shrimp. But the main thing are the crawfish. And of course I have some Meyer lemon and a little Persian cucumbers and some hoisin dipping sauce. And underneath, delicious seafood juice. And the green is arugula. Get your little greenery in. And you know Dasani is not far behind y'all, right? But yes, I really do hope that everyone is having a blessed day today. It's a rainy night, and it's not Georgia, but it's a rainy day here. I'm going to go ahead and say my grace and dig in. Amen. Yes. Have you thanked him today? Just thank him for your existence, baby. I'm just going to start with a little dip of the hoisin sauce. Not hoisin, but I keep saying hoisin, like I'm doing an Asian dish. This is Louisiana seafood sauce, y'all. Just seafood sauce. And let me get the main ingredient, y'all. Because I need to do a thumbnail. All right. I done made myself think of Kevin Hart. Yeah, I gotta tell y'all something. Yes, you. Yes, you. You know, I was listening to Kevin Hart and Earthquake. They have a show on Sirius, right? Kevin Hart, he has his boys, and they're called the Plastic Cup Boys. And they have different topics on there they be talking about, as well as having different comedians come on. I'm going to get a little more into that in a few, y'all. But they had this comedian. No, they didn't have this comedian. This is what happened. They had a question. And the question for the day was canceling culture. You know, why we're so quick to cancel culture. And the example that he gave was Rihanna firing Drea due to the comment that she made about Megan Thee Stallion getting shot. Now, Kevin Hart was saying, you know, we're so quick to cancel people and cancel the culture, you know, we canceling celebrities and all that kind of stuff, because we're so quick to cancel people without giving them a chance to redeem themselves, you know. And his boys was like, oh, no, 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 no. I think, you know, they agree with Rihanna and stuff, and they're like, you know, you just gotta know who your real friends are and this and that. But Kevin Hart, you know, he brought up a valid point, you know, why are we so quick? And I have to tell you all, that I used to be real quick in canceling people out of my life. And I'm going to tell you why. For one, I'm a pretty good judge of character. And if you are not enhancing if you're not being if you're not enhancing my life, you know, as far as being positive, you know, not giving me anything or providing me with stuff, because I'm truly blessed, you know. But if you are not, I used to be real quick in canceling people. I mean, like, don't give them a second and third try. However, you know, since I've grown older and mature, you know, I listen better. I listen better to see, you know, where they're coming from and this and that. But I don't cancel people in a way to cause them destruction or harm, you know. What I do, I just don't deal with you. It's just as simple as that. Because it's just like a job interview. When you go for that job interview, as soon as you walk in the door, they know whether or not they're going to hire you. When I meet someone for the first time, I can tell whether I want to have a conversation with them a second time. No judgment. But I like, I love listening to the comedians and, if I'm tense or whatever, music is my go-to. You know, I love music, but you all know more about that. As I do videos, the more I do videos. Because I grew up on. I'm going to tell you some of the comedians I grew up on. And I'd like to know your favorite comedian. I don't have a favorite, but I'm going to tell you a little history about me and comedians. You know, I was spinning records. Yeah, I know the lingo. I was spinning records for my mother. I have to say I was probably like 7, 8 years old when I first started spinning records. And she introduced me into a lot of musicians. Excuse me. But I used to spin records, and I used to spin Bobby Blue Bland, and you know, the Artie Shaw, the old blues, and you know, those old party songs from way, 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 way back. Like Shotgun and Wayne Dang Doodoo, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I used to spin those kind of records. So, but anyway, my mother introduced me to a female comedian when I was a little girl. And y'all should go and check her albums out. And she's also done a few movies. This lady was born in the late 1800s. She was born in 1894. And she died in 1975. Her name was Moms Mabley. That was my first introduction to comedy on a professional scale. Moms Mabley. We had her albums. And I used to watch the Flip Wilson show. I know some of you are too young to know him, or to know him or remember him. But Flip Wilson. So, like I said, I grew up with Moms Mabley, so I adore Moms Mabley. And I used to watch the Flip Wilson show. He passed away in 1998, I believe it was. He was born like 1933. And if you're too young to know who Flip Wilson is, you know everything is on YouTube or internet. But I enjoy that. I have, you all remember Richard Pryor's, one of his famous albums, and actually it's like 4 or 5 CDs. I have his collection. a friend of mine actually recorded it for me because he had his collection. So the arugula got a little of that doggone lemon juice on it, and watch out now. I'm just going to share some of my favorite comedians. It's a lot more, but and I like to know which who's your favorite comedian? Of course, I enjoy Richard Pryor as well. I like Paul Rooney. Not Paul Rooney. Mooney. Because he's more of an activist, more of an activist, like. And that's the era in which I grew up in, and and I like that he tells how it is. This is exactly this is what's going on, and he tells how it is. So, Paul Mooney, and you know who else I like? Of course, I like the late, great Bernie Mac. I remember him from Comic View. I remember him from Comic View. Yeah, and another great, Red Fox. And Red Fox, even now I still watch Sanford and Son. That's good, y'all. With the Louisiana seafood sauce. I know some people would prefer ranch, but let's see, who else do I like? Some more. That's my girl. I really like some more. And I love the way she dresses. She dresses like me. Or should I say we have very, very similar taste in attire. I like Lunell. Lunell has a YouTube channel as well, y'all. Y'all should check out Lunell. I seen her. I saw Lunell when I was in Hawaii, y'all, with some other comedians, Speedy. With some other comedians. And I was in Hawaii, and I was a short time, which means I was getting ready to come back to the mainland. And I was calling, I was like, yes! I was calling out the number of days I had and stuff. Cooper, I need you to sit down. Come on, sit down, baby. Sit down. Thank you. So, yeah. And Lunell, she always performs for the troops. She loves performing for the military, and like I say, she's on YouTube. Y'all check her out. Y'all check her channel out. Who else? Michael Collier. Michael Collier, very funny guy. I really enjoy his comedy. Arnaz J. This dude is fun. Y'all see that? Lemon juice. Y'all know I'm always doing some kind of lemon squeeze, a lemon juice squeeze. Arnaz J. Hannibal Buress. He's a younger guy. He's not of the era in which I've been, talking about. Hannibal Buress. He's on either Having Hearts station or show, or Earthquake, because both of them have a serious radio show. And let me see. Lavelle, y'all. Check out Lavelle. He is hilarious too. Lavelle Crawford. He did a joke about his mama, y'all. It was so funny. Don't ask me to do it. You know how it is. Nobody can tell your story like you can, okay? But, Monique. Before she did the Queens of Comedy, I watched, I liked the one that she did at a prison, at a women's prison. And Adele. She's hilarious. I like Cat Williams because he's real. He's real. Eddie Griffin because he's a storyteller. And I'm a storyteller. But Eddie Griffin, because I think that he is so very much underrated. Because the brother is so very talented. I watched his movie, Foolish. Eddie Griffin's movie, Foolish. Check it out. I think Master P played his brother in it. Wanda Sykes. I like her. Wanda Sykes. She plays on Curb Your Enthusiasm. Y'all, I like that movie, that show. Oh, and speaking of movies, that's a series. In my other video, I mentioned Snowpiercer, to watch that movie, but Snowpiercer is actually a series. You know, Snowpiercer is about the, there's a train, it has 1,001, what is it, 1,001 miles long or 1,001 cars? Either way, sounds about the same, right? Well, you have the tail, you know, which suffers, and then you have the head, which has everything. But anyway, Snowpiercer is a series, not a movie. And I would be watching The Umbrella Academy. I'm going to start watching that tomorrow. My baby girl wants me to watch that so she'll be able to have somebody to watch it with. You know, I wanted to watch that. I started so many times several months ago. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this. No, I'm gonna watch this. I never watched it, but I was looking at YouTube and people been talking about it. But then I also my daughter, she was asking me about it, and I said, "Oh wow, YouTube is, you know, they up in arms about it." So let me see. So back to the comedians. The last few that I can think about name is excuse me, y'all remember Thea? Thea. And Miss Laura. I remember them from Comedy View, Miss Laura. So very talented, you all. So very talented. It takes a lot to get on stage, to make somebody laugh. And one of the young ladies that was on Earthquake's show, she was a comedian too, and I wish I could remember her name, but I cannot remember her name. But she was saying, you know, that she's been in comedy for 20 years, or more. And this is the longest that she has been out of work, you know, or not been on a stage. And that comedy is therapy for her and other comedians. And especially at a time like this, and that they don't have anybody who's going to make them laugh. Valid point. Who's going to make you laugh, sis? Of course, I like having heart. And I like having heart from his "You're going to learn today." You're going to learn today. And the way my bank account is set up, you know, particularly from that. You know, I don't get in people's celebrities, personal life, and all that kind of stuff. I can care less, because you know what? All of them put their clothes on, their pants on the same way I do, unless something is wrong with them. You know, no one on this earth is better than you. Good job. You, or you. Nobody. Look at you when you wake up in the morning. You should look up and you should look in the mirror and just tell that person in the mirror how fabulous they are. Because I'm here to tell you that you are fabulous. Everyone is different. Everyone goes through their vices, their trials and tribulations and so forth. But in the end, look back at where you were yesterday. Look back at where you were 6 months ago, a year ago, whatever. You made it through. A couple of other people. Oh, I would be remiss if I missed Bruce. I love him. He is so funny. Him and Lavelle are up there together with me. Bruce, and Cheryl Underwood, and Dion Cole. And you know who's underrated, who don't get a lot of credit? Sinbad. I like him because he's clean. Clean. He doesn't cuss in his acts and stuff. He doesn't have to, and he's hilarious. Yeah, I know I'm having a good time. But let me know, who's your favorite comedian? And about that, are you quick to give up on people? Sometimes you have to let people go, because I really will tell you that some people are in your life just only meant to be in your life temporarily. Temporarily. Everybody is not meant to grow old with you. You know? There's a little clip that I saw on YouTube of a story, and I have just subscribed to this person. I can't remember who it is, but I will mention them in my next video. But he have a lot of reality stories, and there was a story in which there was a black mother and her son, and at that time he must have been about, I would say he was a preteen, if that, and he was going to camp. So they were outside. His mother had just paid the $200, let's just say it was $280, the $280 for him to go to camp. And by that time, she paid him, and his father walked up. His father walked up and said, I am starting my business, or no, my business is going down, I'm having some problems, and I need $280, and I need it now. She says, you know, he was looking forward to this, going to this camp. No, I need it, and I need it now. And if you cannot, you know, I want you to give me that money, I want you to give it to me now. So he said, she said, you know, our son is looking forward to this camp. And so the little boy looked up and said, Mom, go ahead, give it to him. I give the money to Dad. She says, no, you've been looking forward to going to this camp, and you are going to this camp, the basketball camp. So the man said, okay, fine, you don't want to give me the money? I'm going to go ahead and get my stuff together, and if you cannot be a part of my struggle, you will not be a part of my success. The woman said, what? What are you talking about? I have stood with you all these years. The man says, I'm out of here. I left him standing there. Fast forward, you all, to maybe about 10 years later. The young boy and his mom, well, he wasn't a young boy anymore, the grown basketball player, and his mom, as they were getting out their Rolls Royce, with the mom in the passenger seat. Here comes the dad in the parking garage. Here comes dad. Hey, son. You know the mom is looking good. And so is his son. He said, hey, son. I see you doing real well and everything. You know, I was wondering if you can help your dad out. He literally asked for something, for some money. And the mother said, are you kidding me? You gonna stand up, you gonna come up here after all these years and you want some money? He said, yeah. He said, yeah. I figured you can help me out. The mother didn't say a word. The son said, well, he looked at him. I don't have nothing for you. If you cannot be a part of my struggle, you cannot be a part of my success. Bam. And the man had the nerve to storm off with an attitude. I want to thank you all for watching. I've enjoyed you. And yes, I'm asking for you to share this video and our videos with any and everyone that you know. I thank you all for rocking with me. I really do. Stay tuned. For some more. For some more videos with great content. But I want to thank you all for, I really do want to thank you all for walking with me. Please, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share, but most of all, share and subscribe. I do need that. Because, by the way, today is the 14th, Saturday the 14th. Last Sunday, I went to bed with so many views and then woke up with about 40 or 50 views gone. So, I don't know what that was about. But I'm still going to keep on doing my stuff, doing what I need to do. And for you out there who's ready to start your YouTube channel, step on out there. Step on out there on faith. It's somebody for everybody, and it's always somebody that's going to like what you do and enjoy you. So anyway, you all stay blessed, and thank you so very much for watching. I do appreciate you. Have a blessed day.